I was asking you a burning question. Even it slipped my mind. I was talking something very important that over that call. What was I was asking about the students, the attachment with the students. How do
Yeah.
you like once that attachment is detached? How do you feel? How do you have your lunch, breakfast, dinner?
You won't believe when my students used to get their farewell.
Hmm.
So once they start speaking
Hmm.
that how Manju ma'am's class was to be, or so I felt like crying like anything. Okay. But
Hmm.
somehow I used to manage in front of the staff.
Right.
But soon after the farewell, if you talk about, we students and me and some more teachers, we used to cry first. And then, yes, we then love to tell them bye bye, because this is life.
Right.
We can't deny this. But yes, I used to remain connected with my students too much. And even today, wherever they are from any field, they are attached, and they always connect me on WhatsApp, or somehow they try to. So it's no, nothing is nothing can give you that happiness.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. And like you must have more willing to teach more years in the same school. So if you could change one thing in you in order to be the best teacher, where you were already the best teacher, but still if you would like to have that change, what that could be?
If you ask about that change, I would certainly like to change in myself that I should be a little more strict.
Okay.
Yes, a little more strict, because today's kids are like that. You can't simply
Mhm.
control them by pampering or by with your love and affection.
Mhm.
At times,
Mhm.
you need to be serious with them. So that
Mhm.
should be. But I am a person like this, and I enjoyed my life in the same way. So I don't want to bring that change in me now.
Okay, yes, that's wonderful. And I have always noticed this that whenever students are demotivated, whenever students are worried about their exams, and what are the things you love to tell those students that they have not studied throughout the year and now they are worried and they have that pressure of their parents that what if they do not do very well, if they do not pass with fly colors, what is going to be the image of their parents? How
See,
do you manage?
children, no, such children, those who haven't studied throughout the year, they can't pass with flying colors. That is obvious. Okay. But
Right.
yes, there are children, those who are, you can say, average.
Right.
Yes, their mental level is average. So
Mm.
we certainly try to tell them that first you to see their mental level, actually, that first you try to mug up and learn the things which is actually a cup of tea for you. Small questions where the
Mm.
answers you can formulate in your own sentences. Yes, you
Mm.
need not to mug up word by word. So those
Mm.
things, and then easy parts somewhere, like some question structure, if I could help them, that prepare fill in the blanks, prepare complete the following, prepare match the following, because that's the easy portion of the question paper. So that's how at least you will be able to score 50% and 60% of marks, because
Mm.
most of the schools, they are not letting their children pass if they do not get 50% of marks. Yes.
Right.
So that's how I used to motivate them, and yes, it works. It
Right.
works.
Yes, and could you please tell me what is the subtle difference between average students and the intelligent students? Like, what are their strategies? Why average is an average and why intelligent is an intelligent person?
Yeah. See, intelligent is actually, they are curious kind of children, so they
Hmm.
always want to know something. Yes.
Right.
So once they are into this habit, no, that they want to know something, and something, in order to know something more, they get to know
Hmm.
many a thing. But some
Right.
average children, if you ask about, first and foremost, God has gifted us with mental level, no? So
Yeah.
some, if they are average, they remain average because they do not work on it. If we kind of teachers and some
Hmm.
parents at the same time, both of
Right.
us work together, we can make those average students above average. And then
Hmm.
finally, maybe they can be brilliant at the same time.
Right.
Well,
Yes.
what
Yes.
it gives to the students that we cannot even imagine. I have seen some students in class 4, 5, they were so average. And something must have clicked to them, and they,
Hmm.
all of a sudden, they cracked very nicely in 10th and 12th. And now they are working at a good position.
Hmm. Yes, you have explained it in a very excellent way or in a very nice way. So, yes, I have also seen one thing that people, those who are from private schools, they always take this language for granted. They feel that we already have the ambience of English. Why would we focus on speaking? They know that when they are at school, they get the environment, they are able to understand everything. But when they pass 12th class or when they are graduates, whenever they go for job interviews, there when it becomes a hurdle that it chalks the path of their success. So how or what kind of message do you want to tell to students, those who take English for granted?
Actually, if you ask about my teaching career, I have always taught in English medium schools.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Hmm.
uh, I was very good at English language. I mean grammar, but
Hmm.
even I was not that very fluent in the
All right.
beginning.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I am from Hindi medium school. Yes,
Hmm.
our
Yeah.
days you can understand. I did my matriculation in 83,
All right.
1983. So you can guess my age. Yes, but it comes with time. Once you are into this habit, you are practicing, and that was
Hmm.
the greatest platform for me was my schools.
Hmm.
Yes, because I never tried in any of the schools where the medium was Hindi.
Hmm.
I always tried because I had to work on my skill and I had to learn something, and I had to make this challenge actually for me, that I can speak in English and I can deal with it. So
Hmm.
it takes time. And the students, if you talk about, so as it was English medium school, so
Hmm.
they were forced to speak in English. Although
Right.
they never escaped if the teachers are not looking at them, they are not somewhere close to them. They immediately they used to come in their native language. But
Hmm.
yes, uh, some were there who are finding it very difficult to
Hmm.
speak in English because they never had this atmosphere at their home.
Right.
So for them, yes, of course, we made it some kind of penalty, some kind of punishment,
Okay.
some kind of appreciation to the other students, those who really spoke all the time in English. And that's how it worked. And children actually did well. And now, now the media and the social media has a great influence on them.
Hmm.
Yes. I see so many housewives, they are trying to speak in English. Yes.
Right.
And they are doing pretty good when I watch their first video, and then sooner or later now they are doing well.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yes, they are truly doing very well. And I would also love to tell you one thing that I was also working at our school as a technician because as I have done BTech, so I was in a very famous school of, still it is one of the best schools, I guess, all over India. That is GD Goenka. I was working at GD Goenka. I worked there for a shorter period of time. I must have spent 6 months there, but I always had this fear, and I was chosen for that job because of my communication skills. I have been working on my communication skills since I got the understanding, since I got to know, okay, I should work on my communication skills. So whenever I because teachers used to have some technical problems and they were always afraid of using smart classes. Actually, that school had smart classes and I was there to help teachers to operate smart classes or to teach students using those smart classes.
Yes, yes.
Whenever I entered in any class, they were same like you, as you said, that they were always told to speak in English. Whenever I went in their class, I always had that fear that how would I manage, because if I went to pre-KG, there they spoke English. If I went to 12th standard, there they also spoke English. And because of that, I thought that how would I answer, how would I manage if anyone asked me anything in English. And one more thing was there, After once school got over, all teachers were trained every day, and
Yeah.
English teacher used to come and they
They
it
used to ask thousands of questions to you.
yes, yes. So that's how it used to happen, and it was somewhere it was good, and somewhere it was not good too.
No, it's see, whatever destiny is, we
Hmm.
can't deny to it. Yes.
Right. Yes.
That will take you to that place. Yes.
Right.
We are trying our level best, but we never know where we will reach. That's
Right.
everything is into God's hand.
Hmm.
But yes, as you said, my technician in my school also for a smart class was purely Hindi medium. So
Hmm.
I was behind him as I was coordinator too. So I was behind him. Sir, anything if you have to tell them, please ask me beforehand because once your class gets over and then
Hmm.
they may allow you. The
Right.
teachers are also not less today. So
Right. Hmm.
mostly young girls are there in this
Hmm.
field.
Yes.
So, but enough, I think few years he took. And he learned quite a lot to manage his job. And
Okay.
he's still working in that school. I'm retired, but he's working.
Okay. Yes, that is wonderful. Yes.
Yeah.
And yes, I also want to know from you that what are the things you would suggest that we should practice or we should learn for English, and what are things we should always keep at bay, that these are things we must not focus on, where we need to start learning this language from.
Actually, you are doing pretty good. So for you, I have no suggestions. You are already
Mhm.
doing very good. Those
Mhm.
who are beginners, actually,
Right.
for them, I must say they should first and foremost start with vocabulary. Because
Right.
once they will have vocabulary, they will maybe grammatically they will make mistake, but at least they wanted to say I went to the market, they can say I go to the market. That
Mhm.
mistake they will make, but at least they will manage to convey something. Yes, so
Mhm.
vocabulary should be there, and then they should practice speaking.
Mhm.
Maybe in English they will speak, but slowly, slowly they will understand that where they are making mistake. And then they
Mhm.
should certainly switch on to the grammar portion because that's very important. I would certainly want to mention here my father. He was the one, he was always behind us. Even if we were very small, and he used to ask the questions like subject verb agreement rules, what will you do if either or, neither nor, as well as this, that. Yes, so from there, we have learned grammar so well. But the
Mhm.
open part actually comes by speaking. So
Right.
yes, grammar gives you confidence that you will not make mistake. Yes, but speaking is very important if you want
Mhm.
to become fluent.
Yes, true. Yes, one more thing is there that I feel that people have this myth that without a teacher they can learn this language. I want to know this from you because I have been an English teacher for quite some time and I have experienced. I feel that they always need a teacher who can let them know whatever you are doing is not appropriately correct. Whatever you are doing, this is correct. But these days, I have seen the trend that everyone is following the herd on YouTube. Like if I see you, okay, you are doing wonderful on YouTube, I'll try to emulate you. I would try to have my own YouTube channel. But I will not have the right person who can tell me because you have that level. You have experienced things. You have been into people or you have been with people who could tell you what is right and what is wrong. But on YouTube, I have seen that people are following the herd. If someone is making the same mistake, they are also going to copy and paste that. That I have always noticed this. They always say that I'm as fit as fiddle. Every every YouTuber is going to use this line, but I don't know why they are copying. They should have their own ways.
Actually, we should have our own content. And that's
Right.
the way I liked this thing that at least we are interacting. Here we cannot copy paste. Here
Right.
we are talking one to one. So naturally, what you will ask, I will answer. What I will ask, you will answer. So here copy paste is not going to work, isn't
Hmm.
it? And
Right. True.
your question was that everybody is trying to learn from YouTube or maybe
Hmm.
keeping the caption on and watching a movie and they are learning.
Right.
That is
Hmm.
one way to learn.
Oh.
But the way teacher will teach you,
Hmm.
that's next to impossible by learning from YouTube or from any platform.
Right.
I remember a very small incident. My teacher taught me the spelling of lieutenant and colonel
Hmm.
by teaching me lieutenant and colonel.
Hmm.
So undoubtedly, it sounds very abrupt if I say lieutenant.
Right.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
for learning the spelling of lieutenant, that
Hmm.
time
Hmm.
it became so easy for us that
Hmm.
till date we have never forgotten. We never get even confused that what's
Right.
the lieutenant. Yes.
Right.
So has a great role, no doubt. But
Hmm.
yes, some place media has taken, this YouTube platform has taken, the other platforms also nowadays. I don't know so many platforms, but many platforms are working these days. So we can learn from them, but teacher's role cannot be denied.
Right.
It's not be denied at all.
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
and that's true. And the spellings you pointed, they are indeed different when it comes to their pronunciation. That is opposite of it. Like if I tell you the spelling of colonel, it is Colonel. Or
Yes,
when it
right.
comes to lieutenant, Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
and yeah, the
If you tell them to mug up, if you tell this
right,
mug up, then it becomes different. Okay, how to learn this lieutenant? There, no F sound is there, phonetic sound is not there. How to learn it? But yes, once it has been told to you, learn it as lieutenant, but yes, pronounce it as lieutenant. So
right.
it becomes easy. So it's
Yes,
a trick which works with the students.
and for me, ma'am, I have learned it like that. First, I'll say lie, and then you, and then tenant. Lie,
Different,
you.
yes,
We have
different
different
ways of
ways.
it.
Right,
Yes,
right.
many different ways. Yes.
And yes, ma'am, as you said such a beautiful thing that if we are corrected by our teachers, if our teachers tell you that okay, whatever you are saying that is not correct, that leaves a good impression, that creates some sort of image in the back of our mind, and we always think of that. Okay, I was corrected by my teacher, so I should always take care of that. But when we try to learn everything from YouTube, you will get to know what is right and what is wrong. But when you do the same thing, that point of time you are not going to be conscious.
Yeah.
You are going to make so many mistakes accidentally, unwillingly. So how would you track? How would you improve? But I don't understand this.
This is rat race. Everybody is following it. It's fine.
Yeah, true.
It's fine. But yes, nice conversation we had today. Lovely
Yes.
meeting you. Actually, I wanted to meet you, but finally, God has decided for today. So
Like,
yes, it was a wonderful session with you. Yes,
same here.
next
I
time
also enjoy.
certainly we'll meet again.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. Sure. All right.
I love the way you presented yourself and the different questions you asked me. Really, I went into my past when you asked so many
I
questions.
yes,
It was
I
all
try to
my
learn. Yes,
past.
even yes, even I learned a lot from you, and the confidence you have, and even my mind went blank at times, and I was not able to form right sentences. But
No,
God be
no,
praised.
you made all the sentences right and
Mhm.
you are doing well. Yes, of course, with time you will become even more and more perfect. That
Thank you.
nobody can say that I'm perfect, you are perfect, because
Mhm.
perfection comes lifelong. No?
Right.
Yes, so we
Yes.
have, yes.
All
Okay.
right, man. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.
Okay, bye bye. Have a wonderful day.
Yes, you too. Bye.